What's good, guys? Welcome back to Can't Talk I'm Creating, podcast for creatives by creatives. Your look behind Untitled Exports, WaveChange, the studio, and all that. We're here with the guys. We got Shay. Sick. We got Logan.
We outside. We got the two lady guests today.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got a new face.
And then Gigi
It's
doesn't
Gigi
speak.
and Chelsea on the pod today.
Want to introduce your
First time for everything.
Okay, first time. So I started the business with Logan back in 2020. I'm the CFO. I would say pretty much jack of all trades here. Anything that I got to do, I'll step in to do. And yeah, I'm the lady of the office.
First lady.
First lady of the
Yeah.
office.
First lady,
For sure.
Only lady of the office.
Yeah. Besides that one right there.
Except for Gigi.
Besides the girl here.
Yeah.
Tough.
The baby of the office.
It's been a minute since you've been on the couch, Logan.
It has.
I've been shooting them at awkward times, so it doesn't work good for you.
Every time for you was an awkward time.
Yeah, I had to catch him while we were in the office. You got some big changes since the last time you were here. You got a new title.
Definitely. We added another title to the list, to the smorgasbord of titles.
I know you're trying to get like 20.
Yep. I'm trying to get at least 10. I got like 6, I think, right now.
Yes, sir.
5, something like that. So
Collecting them like
Just keep-
Pokemon.
Yep, collecting them like the Pokemon cards, making it so the name does not fit on the on anything. I'm gonna fix this mic real quick.
But so what is this new position?
This
Slide the mic.
is General Manager, LLC4 Records. Something that I've been doing unofficially for probably the past 6-ish months, and felt it was time to make an announcement. Time of the year was right. Needed something to boost the stock, as I say,
Yes, sir.
for the end of the year. And thought it was a good time to announce it. Get some, new eyes.
Yeah, some engagement,
You know,
Yeah.
the Instagram app told me that I needed to post more than just reels.
Uh,
So I'm just, listening to the app. You know what I mean? What most people should do. The app tells you to post. It told me to post carousels and photos. I posted a carousel and a photo, and it told me that if I posted a carousel and a photo, that those two things would perform at a high level, and both of those things performed at a high level. So I would obviously suggest to anybody else that if your app tells you to do something, to do it, because you never know what might happen.
I mean, yeah, it's just playing. That's like we always say. You just gotta play.
Yep.
Short form content became big. You just play into that.
I took one of
Reels,
those Instagram calls too. If anybody's gotten those like notifications to take a call with an Instagram support agent, I did it. I would recommend anybody that needs some advice and needs to be pointed in the right direction with content to take the meeting. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. It wasn't anything that I didn't already know. But it was interesting to be reassured that the, generally accepted principles of posting multiple times a week, real content, carousel content, photo content, it was good for me to kind of get a confirmation that was the right way to do it. So if you're somebody that's in a position like mine and you already know a thing or two about it, you're probably not going to learn anything that you don't already know. But if you are in a position that doesn't know a lot about how social media works, it's a great opportunity that doesn't cost anything. To be able to talk to somebody from Instagram and, just ask them any questions. They answer a lot of the questions with like those copy paste responses, you know what I mean? But I still think it was interesting, and I definitely would recommend it to anybody that gets the opportunity to take the call, because, more information can't hurt you.
Yeah, and we know you love collecting as
Yes.
much information as you can.
Yes. Random RAM, random access memory. Got a lot of RAM upstairs.
Yeah, you definitely do. It surprises me. I kind of want to transition that into your role and your position in WaveChange and kind of how we feel like WaveChange is doing. I mean, it has had its most growth since bringing you on, I would say. Apart
I had
from
to get out
anything,
of the weird office.
yeah, the weird office for sure. But yeah,
Get into
actually,
a cool office with cool people.
yeah, excited to come in. And no, for sure. But it definitely has grown. Just putting structure behind it and actually,
Yeah.
like
We're gonna do I don't know when is this gonna come out?
next the
This upcoming Monday.
yeah.
So then we're gonna be filming a piece of content that upcoming Monday that we're gonna be doing like
Oh yeah, the day this drops.
a State of the Union type of piece of content where we're actually gonna go over and report some of the not sales figures, but some of the percentage growths, you know, as far as like how many videos we've done, how many videos used to be done before my involvement, you know, and talk about financing, not in a dollar amount, but in a percentage growth format. Just to kind of give people an idea of, you know, yeah, we're out here doing shit. We look cool on Instagram. You know, people are liking, commenting, people are coming in, but, you know, to actually give an insight on how the business is doing, we're going to do something like that. We're going to film it on Monday, probably going to post it on Tuesday or Wednesday morning. And that'll probably be one of the last things that I post for the year, outside of my post that I do when the industry goes on vacation, announcing that the industry is on vacation, because that one usually does well. So we're going to be definitely providing a little more insight on that via a nice little piece of short form content. But definitely, you know, just to touch on it, you know, major increases in the hundreds of percentages. I believe it's somewhere between 300 and 600 for the past 6 months compared to the last 6 months. And it might even be more than that. I think you actually still have to go do your research and figure out what exactly the figure was.
Yeah, in the top of my head,
in.
It definitely, I mean, month to month for sure has grown just overall. And it's like grown percentage-wise while adding other people on, because those original numbers are based just on me. We're not even on Steve
Team
being
of
there.
7.
Yeah.
Joined as a team of 2.5, and then now we're a team of 7.
We were called the
Guardians. 2.5
Guardians.
men. Now it's a whole group.
We were called the Guardians of the Galaxy the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Who said that?
Yeah. At that studio session. He said, damn, they came in here like the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
No cap.
No. No, yeah, it's definitely it's been crazy. Me and Steve literally almost every night now just talk about it, like, wow, this is really crazy. Like, really doing this shit.
At a high level.
Nah, yeah.
Got our first paid label budget this past month too. Which
That
was
was
pretty cool.
it's perfect transition, because I want to talk about that. I can talk about the sale video because now it's out. So we can
Took
actually talk about
us. I mean that video. I mean, just that's an interesting scenario to break into the point to kind of segue into it. Is that label video and that just kind of getting in with a major record label system doing videos for them is something that we started. When did we do NDOT?
I'm not sure, but early on, I was
Started with a free video and 6 months of patience, and now we are now first choice for 2 of the artists on that label's video budgets for the entire year of 2025. So, you know, sometimes it's worth doing a video strategically, you know, with either a lower budget than normal or maybe no budget at all, because that's what unlocks the ability to. We'll probably do somewhere around the neighborhood of $75,000 to $100,000 in business with that label in the next calendar year. So, you know, doing one video at an extremely discounted rate earned us more than most videographers will earn next year just out of one client, you know? So you never know who's going to be that one client. We didn't think that, you know, we did the video and we did it and nothing happened
and we
for like
continued
6 months, 5 months. And then boom, oh, we need a video. We need it done quick. We don't really, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom. We ended up in the selection process, thankfully, to sell.
I'd like to say that gave them a chance to see the work and to really see the people behind the team.
Yes.
And incorporate us into the system. So I think that was great. And a lot of people don't usually have that like patience with it and see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's just a start for it. That's what I think. So
a
lot of people are impatient by design.
It feels like a lot of times people are like, this next thing needs to work. Like they're putting all their eggs in the basket. If this doesn't work, I can't do it. Where I feel like
2025 is gonna be our year.
We work and plant seeds along the way, but like that, we did that video free for that artist, planted that seed, but then didn't sit and bank like, all right, when this pays off, we're gonna be like, we kept the machine going and we kept working, and eventually plant seeds every day.
That is the reason why. The same concept is the reason why the management company succeeds. It's the reason why anything that I touch succeeds, is because I and the people that I surround myself are willing to put 100% of their time and effort in 100% of the days. And I think that's just it. You know, we're not doing something and then sitting around waiting for it to pay off. We're doing something, and then we're doing something else, and then we're doing something else, and then we're doing something else, and every day we're doing things. So even if something takes 3 months to pan out, our pipeline is so full that every day something will pan out. Oh, somebody we helped 3 months ago will come back today, and then tomorrow somebody from 6 months ago will say something, and then the day after that somebody from 3 weeks ago will say something, and then it's just, if you keep the pipeline full and you keep a large group of people in your repertoire and keep your network open and not so much focus on, I do this for you, you do this for me now, you know, a lot of people would make it a lot further, but you know, unfortunately, most people it's instant gratification. You know, I want it now and I want it my way.
It's my money and I need it now.
Yeah, St. J.G. Wentworth. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean-
877 cash now. This ain't that. You know what I mean? This is. I mean, even just with the label budget, like the one of the biggest reasons why people can't work with labels is because they can't sustain getting paid after the shoot is done.
Yeah.
Like
I
we
mean,
were lucky enough to get paid the day the shoot came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of the times, you know, with the
net 30.
yeah, and net 30 turns into 60, 90, 120. Because if you don't have somebody like me to
Be on it, yeah.
respectfully be on it
Yeah.
without insulting anybody, you know, you don't get paid. You
For
know,
sure.
which is a problem with the system. You know, I think
Yeah,
that the
but-
system should be designed a little bit better to cater to people that aren't as properly set up as we are, because not everybody is in the position to, you know, if they have to rent a house location, like I want to say the Gigster for that house was like $900, and if we
Yeah.
weren't in a position to have a spare $900 to have it out on the line, we wouldn't have
Yeah.
done that video.
Yeah, and like
You
I
know?
always knew that about label videos, but then actually experiencing and seeing firsthand, it's like, oh, watching that money go out and not like you don't get recouped for it until a while after, and be like, oh, this is why. Because then in theory, if our next video was another label video,
Yep.
we'd have to front more video. And now
Yep.
you're, but
Exactly.
it definitely makes sense. But I was just saying it to you the other day about how, like, our quality is good and people can compete quality wise, but no, like in my opinion, nobody is going to be able to keep up with our consistency and output, because we're doing so many, the videos, the podcast, everybody's doing content consistently.
And the key is
And
the
it-
space.
And it goes and nobody will be able to do that much content, and if they can, for as long as we will do it, because
Yep.
everything I run content wise is indefinitely going to continue at the rate it does.
Yep.
All the social medias post every other day to every 3 days, every day. WaveChange, we do videos weekly. We like,
Bro, the video just keep getting better. It's crazy. Like that Nike got a video.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, we can talk about that.
my
Yeah.
God.
The video we're shooting, we just shot when this drops 2 days ago. We're building. Well, I won't talk about what the concept is yet because it's not out. But we just built our first full set piece. Like we've done set designs
Like with the
here.
wood and screws.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
like
see.
construction.
Put the
build-
Bob
screws
the
to that shit.
Builder
A set
type
piece.
shit.
The boys
Like,
got to work with that.
Yeah.
Nah, and I will say last night, like, because planned it out with Leland, talked about the concept, we planned how it was gonna be built, but then walking into the room and like seeing it built was
Yeah, I
kind of
have no idea. I walked in there to just do a little piece
Yeah.
of content this
You
morning.
should see it.
I looked to my left.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. I'm about to record my piece of content on the swing, but then I was like, nah, let me not. Let me
Nah,
save this for the
it's-
video. But I
Yeah.
really almost put that swing on the white wall and did
I
that shit. But
literally,
I was like,
he's
nah,
gonna
nah,
do
I'm
it,
not
and then
gonna
I was
do
like,
that.
oh,
yeah, nah, it really like walking in the room and seeing it built
Yeah,
and like
bruh.
going from I was in here and Jose was editing the cell behind the scenes, Eddie was editing a rap rotation, and I walked out and walked in there
Steve
and that
was on the
built.
Oculus.
Yeah.
let's point that out, right?
Yeah. But like to see it like functioning and like that was built and that was just an idea I had and then
Yeah.
it was there. Like
Came
that's
to life.
really, it's crazy to be just have this place that we're facilitating ideas and no, it's
God,
crazy.
It's the space. The space is what gives us the ability to do that.
Yeah.
The space is what nobody else right now has.
hmm
You know, and the space allows us to come here every day without having to. We pay for it, obviously, but you don't
Yeah.
pay every day.
Yeah.
You know
We
what
have
I
the
mean?
freedom
So
to
we
be
can come here
like, you
whenever
have
we
to
want,
go.
and we can live here. You know, as long as we go home and sleep, shit, shower, shave. You know what I mean? We could live here.
I mean, I
you know
damn
what
near do.
mean?
I leave, go home, sleep, shower, eat.
Back
like, I
in the
got-
office.
Get woken up
You
to.
know, and that's the key to the consistency is just having a home base, because I tell people all the time when I talk about, you know, one of the I think the biggest advantage with working us is the fact that it comes with a space, not only in a space that you can shoot at no additional cost, but a space that you know that the editors and the people that are working on these videos are clocking in a sense, and coming to a space where there's no distractions. You know, there's no, all there is to do here is business. You know what I mean? Obviously, we have the Oculus and the PS5 for downtime or whatever, but like when you're here, there's really nothing to do. You know, it's not like
Just
there's no
lock in.
distractions. You know, your mom isn't cooking dinner in the next room asking you when you're coming to eat. You know what I mean? Like nobody's coming in asking how you're doing, you know, distracting you. And I think that that's one of the biggest things that I do have a lot of sympathy for other videographers that don't have a space like this, because it's got to be insanely difficult to have to run a business like this out of the same room that you sleep in, you
For sure.
have fun in, you've grown up in, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
for sure. I
you know,
mean,
there's-
that's one of the earliest things, which I'm surprised that more people, like other videographers, directors, don't have spaces, even other ones that I know are successful or like and do work. Because that was when I made any money. The first thing I allocated any expense to was getting a space. I've had a space that was in my house to run WaveChange and create out of since I can't like I probably when I left college and came back home, I immediately got what was 1544 on my own before with Madrid. And I just had that space for years, and that was pre going to the shitty office.
Yeah.
I had a space. I gave that space up to go there, so I've always had a space just to create, and it blew my mind as somebody who just needed to create things that nobody else like.
It's like the thing
Takes
with this
that step.
space.
Yeah, it made like why would you not?
This space has it all. It has a good business, it has a quality of work, it has great people. You know, if anybody else is doing it here, they lack at least one of those things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think separates us from everybody else.
Hey, I don't know. Part of me thinks it's like it's also because people are come together. A lot of other directors, like even the ones that are kind of clicked up, still run their own thing, and it's like people have a hard time. There's even people I've tried to join up with that it's just clear that they have a hard time detaching from
Their personal stuff.
yeah the person or like being the
guy.
the center, where
the
it's
main
like,
character.
And I know I say that as the director head of WaveChange, but I make it a very conscious thing to make it sure that it's not I'm not WaveChange. I'm the founder president of WaveChange. I created this thing, but this is more than me. It's Steve.
Yeah, you said it the other day. You was like 4 months ago. You would never think you wouldn't be running not be behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's a good point on that, saying like you're able to do other things. Just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to step away from stuff and play the roles that need to be played.
Exactly.
But then also give that's why I make it a push. The next I think 2 behind the scenes or in between that are going to drop. It's all Steve. I'm filming it for Steve, and I'm making him tell me what the scene is. So and putting him in the front of the content and making him do talk and be in front of it. So we're building out this thing. And I think a lot of other directors and artists and people have a hard time not playing a role and not being the guy so the whole thing can grow. Because we can all be the guy if this thing grows. It can facilitate everybody to be the guy in their own way. And
I don't understand why people gotta be like.
But you need a vessel. You need a ship. You need a ship. Everyone wants to be a captain, but they're not building a ship. So it's cool. You're a captain. Stand on the shore and be a
chiefs
captain.
in the Indian Circle.
They
don't even
we need to build a ship so it can go, and then once we're now we can all now we're sailing, we can do
How
something.
can you be a captain without the resources to be a captain though? That's what people do. You want to be a captain, but you don't even have a ship.
You gotta build a ship, and that's kind of my vision with this wasn't I want to be the biggest director, so I'm gonna build WaveChange, the biggest production company in the world. I just wanted to create things, and I knew I wanted to do this as a job, and I was nobody's gonna hire me to make music videos, so I'm just gonna build that. Yeah. It's like you said, the ship had to be built. Had there been a WaveChange when I started, I would have joined WaveChange, because there was a ship there, but there wasn't. So we're building the ship that now we have this thing. So when somebody wants to aspire to be a music video person, they can start even before I was able to start. They can. At 16, when they get I want to start this, they can start shooting stuff and facilitate that.
Yeah, I think it's more you want to change people's lives also while you do what you love, and I think that's great. And I think that's why this works is you have this safe space for other creatives and other upcoming people who want to do this. And instead of you being all the shine on you, you've created something that's gonna change a lot of people's lives. And I think that's better than to anybody here to say. Than to be the main guy and the main the most popular person shooting videos for all these, I think this is more of a safe space for creatives to come in and see the team and even learn. You don't even have to know much to even talk to us.
You want to be here to be here.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's all it is.
That's the only reason because you wanted to you wanted to be a part.
And I didn't even know how to even touch DaVinci. I'll be watching you guys, but now I'm sitting there. If I have some lyric videos I want to do, now I'm doing it. But that's just me being around and just learning shit.
Yeah. No, yeah, and kind of like you were saying with just building this thing, because I build this building a team where it can facilitate other people to grow selfishly, because I know I'm gonna do this thing every day. I'm not gonna have a social life. So selfishly, I'm all right, I'm gonna I'm gonna build it so no, you can't. No, what? You got to go to work? No,
Nah.
you're gonna work here so we can hang out every day and do this thing.
That's
like,
the good selfishness, though.
but yeah,
because
that's why I'm so adamant. I'm bringing my brother in to do, and like he's not at all the creative guy. But all right, let's figure out how we can make a position that we can create a job that you can do. So because otherwise I'll never see you. I'll see you at Christmas once a year.
Yeah.
But if I can get so selfishly, it's like I don't want to be the guy in here because what? Then I'm just gonna be the guy. Everyone's gonna clock out and leave, and then I'll sit here like, yeah, I'm the guy.
I'm the guy.
Like, no, I want to
I'm the
hang out.
man.
I want to hang out with the boys. And,
Slide
like,
us like, oh,
have
I'm
a
the
team
guy.
and like do cool shit, and then get to have people to hang out with. Like
Yeah.
that's so selfishly, I'm building this thing that can create jobs for people. So
And you can do
I can
both.
just get everyone in this building and just force everyone to hang out with me every day. Too many people left me because I just wanted to make videos. Well, now you're paid to be here, so hang out with me while I make videos.
Pretty much.
People don't
No,
understand
man,
that.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's because I think a lot of people are stuck on kind of being the guy, and like you can be the guy, but if you don't have a ship to make you the guy, you gotta build a ship.
I'd rather like, not saying that because I'm an artist, but like growing up, I always wanted to be the guy to do shit, but behind closed doors and not be like known or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? Obviously that changed because I'm an artist, but like I think that's like the perfect way to live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like being all out in people's faces and just going about life and just making your money and just being out the way. You feel me? That's how I wanted to grow up.
See, my work around that was creating like a business versus being Corey Hallam, like creating WaveChange. Because now I get that little bit of ego, like, oh, WaveChange is so big, everyone knows WaveChange, but I still can detach from
Corey,
it. Where it's like, I'd like that thing is cool. This thing I made is cool. Like I'm just a dude who sat in his room and wanted to make videos. We made this really cool thing. Me and a bunch of other people who all put a lot of time and effort into this thing. But it's definitely. I'm curious. I guess we can use this to pivot. We're kind of talking about like the future. I'm curious on your vision of like the future of WaveChange and Untitled Exports, and kind of over the next like year, 5 years, like.
The next big step is to expand into another state.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what it's going to look like. It's probably going to be Massachusetts first because I already have connections there, but that's going to be the next goal, is to put another one of these in another state. So I think we've got this one pretty established. We'll continue to establish it, and then we'll find a good partner in another state, open another one, and just continue to become the Amazon of videos. Best delivery, money back guarantee.
One day we'll have one of the it'll be like United States, and a dot will pop up, and it'll go all blue, and then it'll eventually take over the whole. Yeah,
Exactly.
Take over the
That's
country.
hard.
Yep. Yeah.
Jeff Bezos of
Just going into
videos.
the next state is really the only thing we got left to do, honestly. Just
That's
expanding into the next
next vertical.
territory.
That's tough. It's crazy. I like. What did I mean? Maybe you didn't have like what was your view when we started working? I guess from like let me think. What was the first thing we did? When we
the
reconnected?
main job and what I always tell people is that I had been looking for a reliable video partner for a while. As you can, you know what the numbers are. I have a very large amount of people that need videos. I think out of the videos and it's on the sheet, and this will be part of what we talk about in that State of the Union thing. But I think that I want to say I've brought somewhere between 35 and 45% of the videos that we've done.
Yeah, I was gonna say close to half of the videos I would say are
just from people that I
cold
knew that needed
DMs,
videos.
and 50% are from Yeah.
So Shay's got like 5% on there too.
I'm on
Got
there.
a couple
I'm on there.
people on there too.
I'm planting
And then,
seeds. They coming.
but that's pretty much been it. Like Shay's referred some videos. The company obviously has its own set of clients that it gets its own DMs and everything, and then I refer my own people. But what was happening is that I have, because I carry about 200 clients that I work with on a monthly basis. Some people I help them shoot videos, some people I do marketing, some people I advise, some people I'm just friendly with. Whatever the case may be, but I had needed a team of videographers essentially to fulfill video services because I was losing money hand over fist, for artists that wanted to market their projects, would hire a videographer from their area, whether it was New Jersey, wherever it was, and they wouldn't get the video back, or it would take 3 months to get the video back, and they wanted to spend money with me, and I was losing money because if they don't get a product, I can't market a video. If there's no video, there's nothing for me to market. So I needed somebody simply just to be able, at a very simple sense of the word, get a video for a fair price, have it get delivered within a fair amount of time, and have it be easy to get something changed if the artist needs a fix. Because that's the other thing, is that some people would turn the video around within a week or two, but if anything had to get changed, they just wouldn't answer the phone. You know what I mean? So I needed to find somebody that I could refer videos to reliably, bring, you know, essentially a way to stop the customers that I had from getting scammed on the videos. And as we started doing that, you know, I had saw like, all right, you know, I think that this is going pretty well. Let's figure out how I could step into another role, because I think that was all it was going to be, you know what I mean? And then originally you were just going to come rent that space from me. You know, you were going to, you know, pay for it, whatever. I was going to refer you videos when I had them, and then you were going to do your own thing. And then I think, not to toot my own horn, but within 2 or 3 weeks, I think you were like, yeah, this guy's gotta handle everything, because I much prefer when he handles a video than when I handle it.
I mean,
That's how it goes.
Yeah, I literally just came to you and was like, yo, are you interested in just like running the business side of it? And then you're like, yep.
Cool. Give me another title. Give me another title, man.
Do you
slap
think?
another one on
because
there?
I always knew, not to cut you off,
but
like I always knew the only aspect that WaveChange lacked in was the business side, because I knew consciously I wasn't looking. I prioritized, I'll make up for the lack of business, which is the sheer quality of the video.
Yeah.
So I focused on that, and I knew the growth could only be so much doing that, and I just accepted that, and it was like, eventually I'll find somebody who loves business.
Yeah, I would go as far to say that prior to my involvement, you wouldn't have been able to handle more than 8 videos in 1 month without.
It was.
And now we're doing like 25 or 30 a month right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
some here, some
soon,
out of here.
Soon we'll be at 50.
And it's like, it's not just like 8 to 30, but it's 8 with me being stressed out all the time and still be like
having people texting,
no
where's my
free
video?
time,
You know
no
what I
free
mean?
time or
business
anything.
about it too.
And now we're doing 30. And if I wanted to go to the movies, I could just schedule in time. Like, I'm not stressed. And we're doing like triple the amount of work.
Yeah.
And not just the amount of WaveChange, but we've also added on rap rotations, the podcast.
Counting that, we're doing. I mean, we're creating.
I would love
I
how
think
many
we're
minutes
creating.
of content a month
I think it's
we make.
100 pieces.
Yeah, because we drop 4
Minimum.
podcasts a month. Rap rotation drops,
You know.
damn near like every other day.
Are we counting Cybertruck as a rap rotation?
But yeah, that's the thought, you know, is that it was just I needed I'm just big on, you know, a means to an end. I needed to end the problem of not being able to get reliable visual content. And then even with blogs, like people would want to do blog runs with me. Like for the first person that I ever referred wanted to do blog runs and was down in Florida trying to get content or whatever. He came up here. I was like, oh yeah, let's just send them down when you were in the other studio. And they got the content in like 3 days, 4 days. And I was like, oh shit, all right. So we do another one. And then we did another one. They got a good turnaround time. Then we did another one. Then they moved in, and then just
been scaling ever since.
Did like 100 music videos
It's
already.
been a blur ever since.
You think before like Corey and stuff, like you lost a lot of clients due to the videos?
About 10 a month.
Wow.
No, I didn't lose them. Like,
But just
like they didn't have a problem with me.
Yeah, it was
but
just
I
made it
lost-
harder for you.
Correct.
technically. Okay.
I had lost about 10 to 15 transactions a month
Damn.
just due to people not getting their videos. Which I mean, that could be, you know, on the low end, that could only be $300 if they were all just cheap campaigns, $100 campaigns, or I'm only taking $20. That could have been $300. I mean, it could have been up to $15,000 if the campaigns were large enough. So I just can't keep doing this. Like, ridiculous. It was just for me. It was just so stupid, you know what I mean? Like just such a stupid reason to lose money, you know what I mean?
And you had no like kind of way of controlling that.
No,
it was all, you know,
because I can't.
DM them.
I wasn't, and we had tried. We had tried.
Yeah.
Like the artist would put me in group chats with the videographer. I'd be like, "Yo, we need this because we're trying to do a marketing run." Because like some people will be like, "Oh, like." You know, the videographer should want to do it because, like, we're going to promote it and that's a good look for them. Like, I'll be the first to tell you that somebody could take a record and spend $100,000 on it. It's not going to do anything for us. You know what I mean? I'll be the first to say it. But I never understood that until I got you guys in, and now I understand the brain of a videographer. Before, I couldn't understand it. I couldn't comprehend it. I didn't know why somebody could just not do something they were paid to do. But then in more research, figuring out how these guys, not I guess how you, and Shay's not a videographer, but how the videographers think is that You know, it's just you know, it's very put out fire, you know what I mean? And then on top of that, the way that a lot of them get paid, I think is really flawed. I think that, you know, when you pay somebody a 50% deposit to book the date, and then you're required to pay the second 50% on the day of the shoot, that person has collected 100% of the income, but only done 10%, 20% of the work. If you spend 4 hours shooting a video, you're going to spend 20 hours minimum editing the video. So it's like you got paid 100% of the job to do 4 out of the 24 hours worth of work. I mean, that's set up for failure. You know what I mean? So like we do have some clients that choose to pay us the second half on the day of the shoot just for their own accounting. They have their own reasons, but we don't require the second half of the payment until the video is done, because I want my team to be incentivized to finish, because everybody's a human being, bad business, good business, whatever. Incentive is a human being thing, just like what's that other, instant gratification. These are all human being emotions and human being things. So when we're in a situation, we need to keep the human beings motivated. The only way we're going to keep the human beings motivated is by making sure there's a light at the end of the tunnel. What's the light at the end of the tunnel? Second half of the payment. You know what I mean? So I would say anybody watching this that for whatever reason isn't working with us, maybe you're not in the area, maybe you just haven't, you know, reached out yet, but anybody that's not working with us, at least stop paying the videographers 100% of the money before they've edited the video, unless you trust and know that they're going to get that back to you, because you've given them all their incentive. They have no incentive to finish unless they just think you're a good guy. You know,
I can vouch for that as a videographer in that position, that I prefer that way, like structured, where pay the second half for that exact reason, for the even just, you know, like I know I'm going to finish it, but having that, like, it's like a little reward at the end of like piece of candy at the end when you finish your homework.
This
like
shit. People are just doing this. Some people are just doing this to get money.
That's another thing too. There is a clear difference between like at the end of the day, you say it all the time, but like I can vouch for it. Like, just like making videos, you know what I mean?
Love
like,
this shit.
The fact that like it pays is just an added benefit. It's what keeps you from having to have a job. But I don't think that I think your only goal, like you've said, is just to make great videos. You know what I mean? And that's something too that's rare. You know what I mean?
Super rare.
Out of all the videographers that I've dealt with, like, I don't know many of them that truly enjoy the art of making videos. I know a lot of them that look at that as the only way that they know how to make money. But very few people like just for example, right? Like, we went to West Virginia and we did a massive commercial for a body armor company, like multiple 5-figure budget, you know, damn near 6, you know what I mean, when you counted everything that we were doing. And we went out there and we had a shooting day, 12-hour day on Friday. We left here at like 3 in the morning, I think, or some wild shit like that. Drove straight to West Virginia. I drove the entire way in the Suburban because I don't let anybody else drive when I rent the cars. Straight 5-hour drive, beat it down, you know what I mean? Dog was asleep the entire time. This whole group was in the Suburban with me, you know what I mean? We drove all the way there. We got there. We did the whole shooting on Friday, and I designed a rest day for Saturday. You know, oh yeah, we all wake up on Saturday morning in the food desert, you know what I mean? We go to try and find something to eat, go to the Dollar General to get some whatever the fuck they had over there. Because if anybody's been to the South, a lot of the Dollar Generals are like mini grocery stores, but I'm getting really exacerbated right now. The point is that we had a rest day, and we were at the house, and I announced a rest day, and the first thing the team was like, oh shit, like, let's go make a video for fun. And like, that's what a lot of videographers are not doing. A lot of videographers would have heard rest day, I'm going back to bed. You know what I mean? Rest day, I'm going to sit on the PS5 all day, or I'm going to do nothing, or I'm going to just sit and smoke weed all day. You know what I mean? Like, which we all enjoy to smoke, so I'm not saying it like that. But like, I said rest day, these guys were like, oh, let's go make a video for fun. You know what I mean? So that, if that doesn't tell you that they truly enjoy the craft, I don't know what will. You know what I mean? But
Corey, like, went straight to editing Cell's video, so like he was
like,
excited
it was like 40 degrees. Guy gets out of the shower, he's got a, you know, I don't even think he was wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
But with a blanket,
a literal towel over him. I don't even think it was a blanket. I think it was a big towel, and sat on the porch and edited in 40-degree weather. And
smoking
like,
a blunt.
It's a rest day, and he was like, "But this is fun." And I was like, "I mean, fuck it, man. You know, but that's how it goes, and that's why I'll back this team just like they were my own, because I stand on the passion. Because I'm the same way. Like, when I have a day off or time off, like just on Thanksgiving, my family doesn't My family didn't celebrate Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving because my mom works at a hospital, so we celebrated on Saturday. I was here on Thursday. You know, most people would be like, damn, like day off, like, all right, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit. I think I slept in for like 30 minutes extra, and I got here at like 7:30 on Thanksgiving. I stayed here until like 4 p.m. You know what I mean? Like,
That money don't
because
stop.
that's fun for me, you know. And no,
Yeah.
I don't even think I had a single
No.
business conversation.
No.
I don't think I talked a single shred of business until I went to the place I went for Thanksgiving with all the business leaders that I'm in contact with. But like at the end of the day, I was here 7 in the morning on Thanksgiving because it's
He'd rather
just
be here
fun.
than be
Christmas, we're doing Christmas on Saturday and Sunday too. I'm gonna be here on Christmas Eve and Christmas with a smile on my face, happy that I'm the only one here. It brings me joy to be here. You know what I mean? So it's like I just needed to, because even with rap rotations, if you go look at the rap rotations, and we should overlay a little clip of this into it. The date on the rap rotations wall is like 1/21/21. I had that wall since literally January of 2021, and it took me until I moved them in to find somebody that I would even consider doing it with, because we started and we didn't stop. And we've taken breaks posting, not for any particular reason, just because of the editing workload was a little bit for a while. We had to find a better way to
build the
balance the
structure.
editing of the rap rotations with the music videos and the content, because a lot of the rap rotations at the time we were doing for free just to establish ourselves, and we couldn't justify editing something for free before editing something that somebody paid for. So because of that, things kind of slowed down for a month or two there, but you know, it's back active. We're shooting more regularly. We're posting more regularly. We're going to be posting today. We got 2 going out tomorrow, or Thursday, 2 going out on Friday. And that's it. But that's why I back them, is because anytime there's a day off, like I haven't seen a day off yet. Like I've seen a day off of shooting, but I don't think since I think you at the beginning, I think that was the last thing that I watched you give up, is that when you moved in here, you were like, I need Sundays off. And I was like, why? And then we kind of debated for a little bit. And then you were like, yeah, we're not doing Sundays off anymore. And then there hasn't been days off since. It's just been days with lighter workload, but we're here 7 days a week. That's how it should be. It took me a while to find somebody that believed in that. And even when he came here, it was like, Sundays, my day off, my day of relaxation. And just with enough showing. And now there's no more day off. There's no more day of relaxation.
You can relax here.
Now it's just relax here. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, that shit is not worth it.
I spent years, like when I started YouTube, I started making video. Like I was just looking for things to make videos of. So I was like, all right, I got to make videos of me and my friends. So it's like I finally found this thing in WaveChange where it's like, oh, I can just make stuff. And that's why I started the podcast and the vlogs. Like I edit all the vlogs. Like we just started having Jose cut the vlogs. I edit the podcast because when I finish a music video and I'm like, well, everything's edited, it's like I need something else to work on and create. So I'm just creating these other things to fill all the time. So it's like there's never a time, even since before you, like in the last probably 4, maybe 5 years, there hasn't been a time where there isn't something I could be working on. There's something that needs to be worked on, edited on, and like make sure that there's always stuff, because I'd like if I didn't do this, I would that'd be you telling me not to do my favorite hobby. Like, why?
Why
can't I do this?
Question mark. But the upside down one. Why?
Yeah. So it's like
and that's what really separates us and you guys as a team, and from other videographers that are one-man shows that just want the instant gratification, just want the attention, just want to really the money that comes with it, and it's more they don't have the passion. So I think that's the big difference between the teams and how we integrated each other to this space. I think we are all a team, and we don't touch the cameras. He touches them sometimes if he has to. I really don't know anything with how to use the camera at all, but I've been watching them, and it's actually like motivating just to like keep going. I even want to learn how to freaking use the camera. I want to know how to edit. I edit TikToks, I edit videos on my phone, but it's definitely not the same. And I strive to be better at it as well. So I see it, and it's crazy to see like a lot of people don't like have that trait, like don't have that.
I think our passion, it bleeds over, and it gives a better experience for all the artists and everybody who comes here, because my passion for creating the video, I don't care. I think even Steve even said it to you. I don't care whatsoever on somebody's clout. Like, I'll acknowledge
Yeah.
like,
I swear.
the session we just went to with a major artist. Like, I'll acknowledge like that's sick. Like, it's so cool. But because I just love making videos, whether the artist has 100 followers and has never posted anything ever, I put that same effort and energy into it because I'm here to create this thing. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, because how it's gonna perform after is like that's just icing. That's
Ice on
extra.
the cake,
That's
yeah.
dessert.
And a lot of videographers treat people differently based on the
how-
followers, based
And
on all of
because
that.
they're looking for that outcome. It's like, and like I acknowledge the moves. Like certain artists obviously are good for the business, but if you come here with like I don't know a lot of the artists follow like what their social following is
Right.
until after
Till
I finish,
after it's
I
done,
finish
it
the
doesn't
video. And I
matter.
open up, oh, okay, like
'Cause you're
because I
provi-
just love creating the things, and I think that gives the artist a
Yep.
better experience here. 'cause
Yeah. Who the
I
fuck cares
personally-
who you are?
Yeah.
I personally try to make if the person if the
Okay,
artist
bro.
is here, I try to make them feel like they're on a Hollywood set.
Yeah.
This is-
Literally, like,
I
you're a
make
star
sure the
too
team
here.
treats them like they shouldn't have to do anything. They should just get to sit here unless they need to be on set being filmed. Like they should
Yep.
dressing room. They like regardless of you if you don't even have an Instagram. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, treat everybody the same.
Yeah.
yeah, it's no,
It's crazy.
good ecosystem we're building here.
Yep.
I think that's a good ending point to wrap this up.
Yep. My meeting is here, so
Perfect.
that's
Appreciate
what we'll
you guys.
call it.
Appreciate you guys tuning in every Monday. Tune in 6 a.m.
Activity.
All our Instagrams, everything is linked in the description. Everything we talked about, WaveChange, rap rotations, all our personal Instagrams are all linked in the description. Tune in, follow the team, go check out the WaveChange YouTube. We're right as of right now. We've posted. This will be the second week. We're consistent with weekly videos there too. So see what goes on in the studio that we're talking about. Appreciate you guys.
And wait, go check out the latest video, Sell No Lackin', Out of Towners, out now.
LinkedIn. I'll put the link in the description.
Starring your boy.
Yeah, the Star Wars
MVG
video.
Shank.
Pie
Yep.
You know what
guy.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feel me?
So,
Fire
tune in.
video.
Appreciate
Tune
you guys.
in.